Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me. The Vaping Tiger at 2812 Athenia Parkway. 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. The Vaping Tiger has handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices. The Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway and vapingtiger.com.
Friends, is your morning tea just not your cup of tea? Then try the tea blends of Viridian Tea Company. At Viridian Tea Company, they sell blends guaranteed to make you think outside the box. With such blends as My Enemy's Tears, Goth Librarian, Cyberpunk, and many more, your tea experience will be out of this world. Look for the blends at Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, located at 631 North Carrollton, or on Etsy at Viridian Tea Company. Try Viridian Tea Company today. Your taste buds will thank you. When you're in need of pain relief, come to Need It Relief Massage Therapy. Kat is an experienced licensed massage therapist. Check out her website and book your session online now at massagetherapykm.com. Need It Relief Massage Therapy for some much needed relief. Kasha's Bazaar, located at 5727 Jesson Highway, across from Red, White, and Blue. Geeky collectibles and more. Find them on Facebook at facebook.com/Kasha's Bazaar. Kasha's Bazaar, 5727 Jesson Highway, the unflea market.
Resistance is futile.
Boldly going where no show has gone before. This is the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. Broadcasting from the tubbyandcoos.com studios, here's David and Brian.
Good afternoon, New Orleans. This is the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280, coming to you live from the tubbyandcoos.com studios. This is D Squared with
Brian Held.
How the hell are you, buddy?
Well, it's your favorite time of year.
What?
Well, it's the time when there's a whole bunch of geeky holidays, right?
I thought you were saying another round of layoffs?
No. So today is the Feast of Winter's Day.
What the hell is that?
It's
not real.
It's in the Guild Wars franchise, where in-game, Winter's Day,
right,
there's like all kind of special games and gifts.
Winters or winners?
Winter's Day.
Okay.
It's the Feast of Winter's Day.
When's Festivus?
That's coming up really soon for the feats of strength and the
airing of grievances.
There you go, and the Festivus poll. So a lot of great geeky holidays right around this time.
That's horrible, Brian. Thank you for sharing that. You've made my day brighter.
Good. I'm glad.
God, I hate you.
So how can folks listen to us?
As always, we strongly urge you to check out the Facebook page, facebook.com/The Week in Geek, or check out the website at twigradio.com. Follow us on Twitter at Twig Radio, and the Instagram's The Week in Geek. Now, Brian, how can people listen to this lovely show?
Well, once we're off the air, we're going to load this up on Spreaker.com, or you can download Spreaker for your smartphone or tablet. You can also find us on iTunes, YouTube, and at FoxSportsAM1280.com.
Wow. Well, it sounds well rehearsed, Brian. Have you said this a few times?
A few times. And I made a minor update to the website.
What did you do?
I added Ernie's bio finally.
You mean Cyber Ernie, the man who's got us close to 1 million hits?
Yeah, I know.
That guy?
Yeah.
We love some Ernie.
I know. The reach is exploding on the Facebook page. Go catch all the cool stuff that he's been putting up there, guys.
Yes, absolutely. And I guess to let you people know what we're talking about, this million reach thing that we hit is a Star Wars meme, because today's Rogue One Day, Brian. Happy Star Wars Day.
I know, man. It's is anybody out there listening, or are they all waiting in line?
They're waiting in line, but they're listening to us on their iHeartRadio app.
There you go.
See?
That's important.
That's what we're doing out there.
I know, yeah.
But no, so the meme is basically the Star Wars explanation of what Star Wars Rogue One, a Star Wars story is. Is it a prequel? Is it a sequel? It is a prequel sequel?
Yeah.
Is Mark Hamill in it?
Well, that's the punchline, right?
Right.
Am I in this one or not?
Poor Mark Hamill. No, not till next year, Mark.
Right.
Sorry, try again.
Hey, you saw the spoiler for the sequel of
I did.
Rogue
I couldn't
One.
believe it leaked out. It's crazy. All right, guys, let's lay out the show real quick. We're still rambling on. As always, we got our boy Skungy with his pick of the week. Then we have our boy Ash from Cajun Nerd Media.
Yeah.
So he's got a new one, Belt on the Shelf.
Dude, it was funny. It's good stuff.
Hiya! So, and then, of course, as always, we've got top nerd news and This Week in Geek History. So without much further ado, let's bring on our boy Skungy and his pick of the week.
I am not what you would call a handsome man.
Skungy's Pick of the Week is brought to you by GameStop and ThinkGeek.com.
Skungy's Pick of the Week.
You might be an idiot savant.
Woohoo!
Skungy, what's shaking bacon?
Not a lot, gentlemen. I am in the car right now on my way to see Rogue One.
Are you in the parking lot?
I haven't made it there yet, but I'm around the corner from it.
There you go.
Man,
Good job.
I can't see it till tomorrow.
Why, Brian?
Because
Why? They're playing like 17 showings of it before tonight's over with.
Yeah, I have to be to work early tomorrow, so
It's pretty funny because the 1 a.m. midnight showings are all sold out. But all the normal people times, like I'm going at 8:30.
Yeah.
Tons of tickets available.
Nope, it'll be tomorrow.
Aw.
So.
Are you still nursing your birthday hangover? Happy birthday, Brian Hell. You
Thank you.
lucky guy.
Birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was good. Brian did no show prep today. He sent me a text. Sorry, I got busy last night. I'm like, Brian got busy on his birthday.
Oh, stop.
Bow, chicka, wow,
Wow.
Skungy, I love you. All right, buddy, what are we talking about today?
We're talking about Dead Rising 4 today.
Brian's beat red. Sorry.
No.
I've embarrassed Brian on the air. That's great.
All right,
my job is complete.
Dead
Rising 4.
What is it?
Dead Rising 4. It's the fourth installment in the very popular Dead Rising series, and it just so happens that it comes out in time for Christmas, and it's a Christmas-themed Dead Rising.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah. So Black Friday, the thing is, it comes back. Frank West is back in the game. So he's a protagonist from the first game. So he's
the
back,
cameraman.
and it goes right back to the mall, the Willamette Mall. So that's where it starts out. Now, you get to go through all of Willamette, but it starts in the mall, so you get that same feeling that you did with the first one. Now, with the Dead Rising series, they kind of moved away from the first one and the last two. In the second and the third one, it took on a more serious tone. Even though there's funny undertones, the story was a little bit more serious. They decided, we're just going to go with silliness this time, and it worked so much better.
Really? I mean, so Dead Rising 3 was the serious one, right?
The story was kind of serious.
That's the one I didn't like.
You can always it's always got an undertone of silliness where you can, put on the Capcom outfits and put together these real wacky weapons and everything, but the story was still serious. This one has kind of a little tongue-in-cheek kind of feel to it.
Let me ask you about the gameplay, because when I got Dead Rising 3, I was all psyched up about it because I loved the franchise, and I played it for about a week and turned it back in because I despised it. I didn't like the gameplay whatsoever. It was clunky. It was just not fun. What have they changed? Have they changed anything?
Okay, they've updated it where it's a lot smoother. The combo systems are a lot better. You've got the skill trees make a lot more sense now, where when you get your experience points and you upgrade your character, it's going to make a lot more sense. And depending on how you play it is how you update your character. So you can, be a heavy brawler or a heavy shooter, or if you're looking for more fortitude, walking tank, whatever you want to do, you design it the way you want it. Now, you're also going to have vehicles are a lot bigger in this game. There's going to be a lot more with combining your vehicles and whatnot. For instance, I combined a hearse and a tow truck to make the Sling Rod, a truck that pulls zombies up and shoots them like a slingshot.
Nice. I want that. I want that in real life, though.
It's always fun. It's, taking all these weird weapons and, putting together laser swords. One of my favorite ones I saw is a lantern that shoots fire.
What?
Like the old, the Japanese lanterns that floats in the air, attracts the zombies, and sets them on fire.
I like that.
That's amusing, yeah.
So I mean, you're saying it's actually worth the money and time?
You know what? It is. And since you got Frank West again, it's got that whole taking the picture part of it that was in the first one.
Oh, yeah.
Where you can use that to, you're a journalist. You're documenting it. So you get points and experience for taking really good pictures of there are a couple of different genres of it. There's like horror, there's comedy, there's tribute to Capcom. Like you get points if you take pictures of like the Street Fighter characters and stuff like that.
That's great. So, all right, well, I mean, that sounds good. There you go, price and platform.
Price and platform. Well, it's going to be $59.99, and it's only on the Xbox One.
Yes!
You win.
I win. You're damn right.
But it's going to be on the Dirty PC eventually.
Boo.
Speaking of Dirty PC, Skungy, have you seen the Winter Wonderland update for Overwatch?
I know about it. I haven't had a chance to put it on. I wanted to do it today, but Star Wars is more important.
No, that's cool. No, the weekly brawl is so super cool. You can only play May, and she has a snow blaster with a single shot, and you have to run around the map and shoot the other Mays with your snow blaster, and you have to refill them with piles of snow. No, it's pretty interesting.
Shooting snow cones?
Just snowballs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yellow snow cones?
No, there was no
yellow snow.
No yellow snow in the map. So, but no, it was pretty nifty. I liked the layout. I thought it was pretty cool, and of course, tons of new skins and emotes and all kind of different things that you can get with the update.
Oh yeah, hey Skungy, while I got you too, Overwatch. Like if somebody were to buy it now, how much money do you have to spend to get all the updates and all that jazz?
They don't have to spend any money because everything for it is free.
What?
Yeah, you just got to buy the game.
Great Scott.
You just buy the game. All the extra characters, extra maps, all the game modes, everything is free.
I like these guys. They should make more games.
It's Blizzard.
They kind of make some of the best games around.
Yeah. Blizzard. Who are they again?
World of Warcraft.
Diablo.
Yeah.
God, I hate
you know Diablo, Dave.
Yes, I know. I become Diablo when I drink. All right, Skungy, as always, I hate your face, and I'll see you at the Star Wars.
See you at the Star Wars, sir.
All right, man.
Thanks,
later.
Skungy.
Later, y'all.
All right, Brian. So, what do we got coming up next? Don't we have a guest coming up?
We do. We have Mr. Ash Reese from Cajun Nerd Media.
Wait, what's his name?
Ash.
Ash. Okay, I didn't hear the SH.
Oh, sorry.
Enunciate.
Anyway, he'll be on. He's from Cajun Nerd Media. He's going to be telling us about some new projects that he's working on.
Awesome.
Yeah.
The belt on the shelf. So we have a little snippet of that coming back from the break.
Yep.
So, all right, guys, stay tuned. You're listening to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. Merry Christmas. We'll be right back. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me. The Vaping Tiger at 2812 Athenia Parkway. 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. The Vaping Tiger has handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices. The Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway and vapingtiger.com.
Friends, is your morning tea just not your cup of tea? Then try the tea blends of Viridian Tea Company. At Viridian Tea Company, they sell blends guaranteed to make you think outside the box. With such blends as My Enemy's Tears, Goth Librarian, Cyberpunk, and many more, your tea experience will be out of this world. Look for the blends at Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, located at 631 North Carrollton, or on Etsy at Viridian Tea Company. Try Viridian Tea Company today. Your taste buds will thank you. When you're in need of pain relief, come to Need It Relief Massage Therapy. Kat is an experienced licensed massage therapist. Check out her website and book your session online now at massagetherapykm.com. Need It Relief Massage Therapy for some much needed relief. Kasha's Bazaar has an unconventional inventory for the discerning geek collector. Comic book related collectibles, vintage New Orleans items, militaria, and plenty for your mundane friends. Kasha's Bazaar, 5727 Jefferson Highway, the Unflea Market.
Now back to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. Broadcasting from the tubbyandcoos.com studios, here's David and Brian.
Welcome back, New Orleans. You're listening to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is Brian Held with...
Keep it together, man. It's D squared.
That rejoinder's just so silly.
It's the greatest rejoin in the world. I don't know what you're talking about, man. So, hey, you know what, Brian?
What?
We have a guest on the line, and to give people an idea of what he's got, this is one of his latest creations, Belt on the Shelf, but he cusses a lot, so I had to bleep it out. But here's the Belt on the Shelf, just a little teaser.
Man, I am tired of seeing them people on that face world posting them pictures of them creepy elves. But it's time we start a new tradition that dates back to the days of Jesus, probably. Now, I'm not just kidding, but it's been in my family for a long time. It's called the Belt on the Shelf. Now, this is how that works. Unlike that little red devil that belt don't move, it works like magic when it comes to making them kids act right. When we was kids, if we was cutting up, we all knew that belt was watching. Our Christmas wish was to not let that belt leave the shelf. But if it did, it wasn't going to tell Santa. It was going to tear that ass up.
All right, so on the line, we got our boy Ash. Hey, Ash, you there, man?
Yes, I am.
Hey, there you are.
Man.
I would call you something, but I don't know if I can say it on the air. So we'll just say a good old Cajun boy. How you doing, man?
I'm good. We prefer the term couillon.
Couillon. Okay, that sounds FCC legal. I'll go with that. I have no idea what that means.
It means dim-witted in French.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's fair. Yeah.
What does de Corbier mean?
It's what we call a fool.
That's de Corbier's got to mean dim-witted too.
So, Mr. Ash Reese from Cajun Nerd Media, Bobby.com, and creator of Thunder Menu and Couillon Quest, and now Belt on the Shelf. How you doing, man?
Oh, just fine. That was our first breakthrough original animation. You know, we wanted to do something for the holidays to let people know we were coming, and I think it did the trick.
Dude, look, you sent that to me the other day, and I laughed. That was some good stuff, man.
Kaya. So,
but, it was an experiment and to see if I could take someone else's idea, put some kind of member berry graphic on it. You know, the snowman from he's an homage to the Burl Ives character from the old Rankin Bass animation.
That's it.
Yeah.
So it does have that nostalgia to it, you know, because of that character. And we went from that guy's concept to print in a week, and that was with learning all the new technology. So I'm pretty happy what happened, you know.
Man, so so a lot of people who might not know, I mean, you've got a whole lot of stuff. You got Couillon Quest, which is basically like Star Trek. What you got? T-Man, that's like the He-Man, but
yeah, we did the T-Man.
And then
it's Thunder Menu. It's Lionel is trying to find Papa's Magnolite pot from Mumru, right?
Yeah.
So hey, man, tell us about that, man.
All right, so we were taking the original concept that I had for Thunder Menu, which was I basically just watched Thundercats without the sound on and tried to make it, you know, as many Cajun jokes in rapid fire succession as I could, and we went from there, and now we're working on Thunder Menu's Go, and I'm taking all these concepts, and basically what it is if you strip it down, it's about a retiree who dies before he can enjoy his retirement. So he becomes a ghost so that he can stay on this earthly plane and enjoy his retirement with his two cats.
All right.
So in at a camp somewhere in Butte La Rose or some stuff.
Yeah. Let me hover over the dump button right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but see, I catch myself quick.
No, that's good.
Yeah, good job, man.
So I, this concept, and the neighbor who got into he was a cooking show host, and then he got into a cooking accident on the set of his cooking show, and then he got a settlement from the television station, so he moved next door to old Papa, his old friend. This guy's name's Mumru. And so there's your contention. There's your, you know.
I was going to ask, I thought it might be some like retiree from like, offshore oil rig or something, you know?
Yeah, he probably got blackballed from the oil field. It happened.
So I think one of my more favorite ones was like, I don't know which one it was you made, but you were using a Transformers where like your boy's out on an oil rig in one of those cartoons, and he gets all mad. I think at like Optimus or somebody's like, I'm going to go vape me. I'm going to go vape me.
Yeah, I mean, the millennials gotta, get it a little bit from me. And I vape myself, so it was just, I always get in trouble at jobs for doing that. Like, okay, just finish what you're saying so I can go vape. So, yeah, I don't go far from personal experience.
Yeah. So, I mean, how long have you been doing this? Like, when did this get started?
Oh, late May.
Wow, you've just been doing this since last May?
Yeah, since May.
Wow.
This year.
And you've put out a lot of stuff, man. You've got a lot of views on your YouTube channel and stuff.
Yeah, we're working on 2 million. We're over the 1.5 million mark in views, and we're working on 2 million. Nearly 6,000 subscribers. So I'm reaching my 10,000 goal. I just kind of had to take not so much a break is. I don't say I don't like doing dubs. I enjoy doing it, but it's forcing an idea that I don't have just so I can make content this week that was bothering me.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like throwing my pearls before the swine creatively. So,
well, look, that's one of the big things is that you really just got to keep generating content. I mean, I think you know that. You and I have spoken before, and it's like you just got to keep cranking stuff out. Sometimes it might not be the best stuff you got, but sometimes, you just got to keep getting it out there. And I think you've taken that lesson to heart because how many videos do you have, dude?
I have about 100 on my site, but maybe 20 of them are like from the old days when I was trying to be one of those kids show guys. You see all these guys, these father and son teams, and they'll do video games and, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And me and my son, that's how we started. And nobody wants to watch me and my son play with toys or video games. So I said, son, why don't you go play your games and I'll try to do something with this channel. And that's when I started messing around with dubbing cartoons. And then, but I really want to have an idea, animate it. That's exciting. The whole Cajun Nerd animation studios that I'm building. And hopefully Thunder Manus Go will be out in about a month. And, we can compare, my jokes from dubs to me actually being able to have characters hand each other Magnolite pots and, you know what I mean?
Yeah, writing your own material. Yeah. That's
so
awesome.
Speaking of new material, can you talk about that little pilot that you put out, that little teaser? Are you ready to talk about that one?
What was that?
The Super Podnas.
Oh, the Super Podnas. So yeah, I basically just got on the internet and I got on Facebook and I said to my followers, give me a name for a Cajun superhero. And they just flooded me with all these crazy ideas, Captain Cracklin and
Captain Cracklin
and Rougarou Man and all this other stuff. So I took their concepts and kind of polished them, and made a team of superheroes called the Super Podnas, which is Super Couillon, which is the first thing. He doesn't really do anything but fly around. And I was like, okay, well then let's take the everybody wants to do the Rougarou, which is actually Lougarou. Lou is like Lupine is like Luna, and right. Garou is Wolf.
Right.
I don't know if anybody played the White Wolf role-playing game, but if you did, you know exactly what, how to say it and how to spell it. So I took Lougarou and turned it into Blue Garou, which was kind of a joke parody of the Blue Dog. What's his name? Rodrigue.
Rodrigue. The artist.
Yeah. So Blue Garou hates to be called Blue Dog, and he will literally bite you on the rear end if you call him that.
Yeah.
Man.
No, that's
so. And then Captain Cracklin and Gratin, and I just threw a few Cajun superheroes together. Magnolite Man was my Iron Man. I just kind of threw them together and made a couple cartoons about it to see, if people would like my original ideas. And it was somewhat, there was a little bit of reception, but Belt on the Shelf is another hit out of the park, thankfully.
Yeah.
So
and
look,
I have to give credit where credit's due. That is the genius of Dave Mouton, one of my partners, and he wrote that and he did the narration. And me and Chris Marshall, my animation partner, did the work, as it were.
Well, look, real quick, Ash. We only got like a couple more minutes before we got to run to break. But look, so what are you using that your animation-wise and all your digital stuff? I mean, is this stuff that you had to go out and pay thousands of dollars for, or what you using, man?
Adobe has really stepped it up in the last year and a half, 2 years when it comes to animation in their suite. And basically, the character animator that I use now comes with After Effects, and we're learning all the keyframing and the technical stuff to bring these characters to life in After Effects.
Man, you're pretty smart for a Cajun guy, man. Good job, man.
Oh, come on now, Dave.
I'm from Houma. I can mess with him.
I mean,
You're
I had
from
to graduate
Lafayette,
past Bombcraft.
Yeah.
Let's start applying my intellect to something that I can be proud of.
No, yeah. So you had a poll on Facebook earlier today for a term for Cajun anime. Did you get a result yet?
I really like Acadian animation.
Acadian animation.
That's my favorite.
No, that sounds pretty good. I like that.
That is a big mouthful, though.
Yeah, but we can shorten it to Acadian anime. But
well, I'm glad that you shot down one that rhymed with Toonami. That one wasn't going to go anywhere. Just FYI, I think you knew that. So good on you.
I mean, the great thing about what I do, not to keep y'all long, but it opens up a lot of conversation about where words come from and what they really mean as far as Cajun French and Fringlish, as we call it. So I don't want to use that term because it can be seen as offensive.
Yeah.
But I like to have that conversation with people.
Oh, yeah. All right.
You know what I mean?
So, Ash, we got to wrap it up. We're hitting a break. How can folks find you for those who don't know where you're at?
That's Bobby.com TV on YouTube, BOBBY, DOTCOM TV, all letters, no punctuation. Also, if you just enter Cajun Nerd Media, Cajun Nerd, one word, CAJUNERD on your Google, it will pop up as the first result because I got it like that,
Nice. And Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that. So you're on all that stuff?
Oh, yeah. Just look up Bobby.com TV, spell it all out, and you'll find me.
Fantastic. Well, Ash, we very much appreciate your time. Hang on for a second. And, guys, when we get back from the break, it's Top Nerd News. We got a whole lot of cool stuff to talk about, Dave.
And Kuyo Man! Da-na-na-na-na. All right, guys, stay tuned. This is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports. We'll be right back. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me. The Vaping Tiger at 2812 Athenia Parkway. 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. The Vaping Tiger has handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices. The Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway and vapingtiger.com.
Friends, is your morning tea just not your cup of tea? Then try the tea blends of Viridian Tea Company. At Viridian Tea Company, they sell blends guaranteed to make you think outside the box. With such blends as My Enemy's Tears, Goth Librarian, Cyberpunk, and many more, your tea experience will be out of this world. Look for the blends at Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, located at 631 North Carrollton, or on Etsy at Viridian Tea Company. Try Viridian Tea Company today. Your taste buds will thank you. When you're in need of pain relief, come to Need It Relief Massage Therapy. Kat is an experienced licensed massage therapist. Check out her website and book your session online now at massagetherapykm.com. Need It Relief Massage Therapy for some much needed relief. Kasha's Bazaar, located at 5727 Jesson Highway, across from Red, White, and Blue. Geeky collectibles and more. Find them on Facebook at facebook.com/Kasha's Bazaar. Kasha's Bazaar, 5727 Jesson Highway, the unflea market.
1 in 6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation. Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer for Meals on Wheels by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org. This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
This is Kate Mulgrew for The Week in Geek, Fox Sports, 1280 a.m. Just kidding. It's Mary Elizabeth McGlynn, the Major from Ghost in the Shell. Listen, or the Tachicomas are going to get you.
Welcome back, New Orleans. You're listening to The Week of Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is Brian Held with
D Squared.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. All right. So, All right, I like Ash. He's cool. He's good people.
No, he is good people, man.
All right, so we need to do top nerd news because we got a lot of stuff to do and not a whole lot of time to get to it. So let's do it.
And now, your top nerd news stories from around the world. Brought to you by Kasha's Bazaar. Find them at 5727 Jefferson Highway. And now, our top nerd news stories.
All right, Brian. So one of the top stories is, it's not breaking news. It just came out a couple days ago.
Right.
But it's the Margot Robbie wants to do a Harley Quinn spinoff with the Gotham City Sirens based on the same said comic book.
Yeah. So there is a Gotham City Sirens comic.
I believe so. I printed the article, Brian.
Yeah. No. I just let's see. But
I had to take the pictures out because there were too many pictures in the damn thing.
Right.
But yeah, no, it's based on a comic book.
Okay. Well, it's interesting. This reminds me of there is a comic book because my wife reads it. Harley Quinn and Her Gang of Harleys, which she really likes. We picked that up from Heroes Corner Comics over on West Metairie.
Yeah, they moved. They're not on West Napoleon anymore.
No, they're in where, if any of the old school guys remember, where War Games
and Fantasy right. It's in that same line.
Yeah, so
it's pretty cool because every time I go over to Ice Computer Cafe, I can run over to the comic book shop too.
Yeah, no, it's right there. But I mean, what do you did you like? What is it, Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn?
Yeah, she was good. I mean, it wasn't like some stellar Oscar-winning performance, but I mean, she wasn't terrible.
Right. I mean,
there were worse actors in the movie.
Well, true. I mean, I think her performance was good.
Yeah.
And here's me saying positive stuff about DC.
Oh my God. Well, no, I mean, I think one of the things is that they really don't have a whole lot of feminine characters out there that are leads, in the movies, and I mean. And I guess, if they're going to do an ensemble, this is a hell of an ensemble to do. I mean, because also just saying, Harley and Poison Ivy, every now and again, they're kind of like,
Well, and you bring up Poison Ivy. What do you think about that rumor for Megan Fox to play Poison Ivy?
I also think there's a rumor that a tree could do better. Or we can get a piece of wood and just draw her face on it.
Yeah. I just she probably doesn't need to take any more roles.
Whoever had Photoshop has very good photoshopping skills for her. But I mean, if you've ever seen, her stellar Oscar-winning performance in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Transformers.
Right?
Yeah, let's find somebody who can freaking act.
Yeah, I just wish that I'm excited for Wonder Woman. All right, when that comes out,
they fired her as a UN representative.
They did, and I think that's kind of BS. I
know some of the women that are on our Facebook page are kind of agree because she's not a real person.
Right, but there were some other ladies on our Facebook page who were like, look, we understand that she's a fictional character, but she's an ideal to aspire to. She's a role model for young ladies, and that is important, right?
Yeah,
I mean, isn't that the whole idea that you strive for?
What killed me when I read the article that the UN bowed to the overwhelming protesting of about 45,000 signatures. That's all it took to have them revoke it.
Yeah.
45,000 signatures, and the UN's like, I give up. What are they, France? I mean, what the hell, man? Come on. Suck it up, UN.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. And,
good Lord.
Not good.
But yeah, so we're off tangent now. But no, I mean, I like the idea because I'm not sure if I like the idea of a Deadshot spinoff with Will Smith. I mean,
I thought he did good.
He did good, but it wasn't like, oh my God, greatest acting job ever. I mean, it was. I mean, I'm gonna have to say something bad about DC. I mean, the plot writing was just not very good either. I mean, they did the best with what they had with dialogue. They were not given a very good script.
No,
I'll just say that.
No, it was. I don't know. It was like a maniac with a channel changer who can't settle on a friggin' channel.
All right, why you gotta bring me in on this? All right, there's no need for personal insults here, Brian.
What's next?
Actually, I have some breaking news, Brian held. All right, so for all those people with children, the NES Classic Edition, the one that's like $60.
Yeah, like 30 games on it.
Yeah, 30 games. It's basically the hot item for Christmas. It's sold out. You can find it on eBay and Amazon for like $240 because Christmas spirit. Let's gouge people's eyes out.
Right.
Well, this is from WDSU, one of our local news affiliates. All the Best Buys are restocking them on December 20th. That's Tuesday, December 20th. So if you are a parent in need of this, you should probably go the 19th and camp out at Best Buy. I don't know how they're going to give it away. You might want to call the Best Buys.
Yeah.
But I've been trying to get one, and I made the mistake of waiting too long. And, of course,
Yeah.
ain't got one yet.
Too bad, so sad. Yeah.
Yes. So,
Okay.
all right, what else you want to talk about? Did you see the Spider-Man trailer?
I did. I really liked it. I thought it was cool.
It took me like 2 or 3 re-looks at the end of the trailer when you see Spider-Man swinging off and there was somebody behind him. I just assumed it was like either, the Vulture behind him, or for some reason my mind just said it's the Green Goblin. I don't know why. And then I had my brother, he's like, dude, stop it right there. I'm like, what? I stop it, and it's Iron Man. I was just like, oh, look at team up Spidey and Iron Man. So look, here's a little taste of the trailer, Brian.
Guys, wait a minute. You guys aren't the real Avengers. I can tell Hulk gives it away. Oh, that was awesome. This is my chance to prove myself.
Peter, what is going on with you?
I'm really sorry. I'm so busy. I'm slammed.
Don't mess with me, because I will kill you and everybody you love.
Forget the flying monster guy. There are people who handle this sort of thing.
So, to become an Avenger, are there, trials or an interview?
Just don't do anything I would do. And definitely don't do anything I wouldn't do. There's a little gray area in there, and that's where you operate.
Oh.
So I really like the byplay between Iron Man and Spidey, or at least Tony Stark and Peter Parker.
The most prominent thing that I noticed in that trailer was, there's the agreement now between Sony and Marvel Studios to share characters.
Right.
Was at the end of the trailer, the Marvel Studios logo was on there.
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention.
It's at the very end. And it was like, wow, like they're fully putting their stamp on it.
What I really like is that he's a first and foremost a teenager. When I was putting together this little clip, I really thought about putting some of the teenagery stuff in there where they're checking out the girl.
Right.
And he's like, oh, we should stop staring because it's kind of creepy. And she's like, you're a bunch of losers, And then he's like, I like that they're really going back to his high school days, and I hope they stay with him. I hope next movie that comes out isn't him, freshman year in college now.
Right.
I hate that crap.
The other thing, too, the benefit of Marvel being owned by Disney is apparently, and I have to go back and rewatch
There's a Fountain of Youth there.
There's all kinds of Star Wars stuff in the background, like in his room.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
So they can make those references.
Star Wars Rogue One Day. I'm so happy I can't even think straight.
I'll bet not.
I know. I'm going tonight, Brian.
Bite me.
All right. Do we have anything else? We really, in passing, the Walking Dead star. They cast her in the new Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Sonequa Martin Green. She plays Sasha in The Walking Dead. Mm-hmm. I don't know what I think about it. I know she's got really good acting chops. She does well in there, but I haven't seen her enough in any sort of dramatic roles. The only thing she's been is sullen and upset and angry in The Walking Dead, because your range of emotions don't get very far in The Walking Dead. So I don't know. I don't know what her upbeat, happy emotions will be like.
And I find it interesting that she's signed on to play a lieutenant commander who's the center of the focus.
Yes.
Right?
I mean, one of the things in the article was like, she is going to be the captain is not the center of the show. She will be the first, the commander, lieutenant. But also, so she's be the first African-American female lead, and then they have an openly gay character. I mean, they're really going balls out with trying to make sure that everyone feels included in Star Trek, which is how it was supposed to be.
Well, true. But do we want to pay for yet another streaming service to
No, I do not.
Yeah.
Put it on the freaking TV. It's why it's called CBS, you freaking knuckleheads. God.
All right, hey, do you want a My Little Pony 40K army?
I do. Why don't you tell it about this over the Spider-Man outro music?
Well, it's just it's on eBay right now.
No, it's not. It's been bought.
Oh, it has?
No, yeah. Check the update. It's on your show sheet.
Oh,
look who bought it.
Mark Merrill, CEO and co-founder of Riot Games, makers of League of Legends, bought it.
He bought the My Little Pony Warhammer 40K army valued at like $2,000 or $1,800.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, apparently he's been playing it since he was a teenager.
That's cool.
And it is really obnoxious and pink and disgusting. But hey, it's Warhammer.
It sounds like a bunch of Slanesh Marines. So there you go.
What?
It doesn't matter.
Lost me. All right, guys, stay tuned. You're listening to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. We'll be right back.
He's ignored. Action is his reward to him. Life is a great big bang.
Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby and Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me. The Vaping Tiger at 2812 Athenia Parkway, 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. The Vaping Tiger has handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices. The Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway and vapingtiger.com.
Friends, is your morning tea just not your cup of tea? Then try the tea blends of Viridian Tea Company. At Viridian Tea Company, they sell blends guaranteed to make you think outside the box. With such blends as My Enemy's Tears, Goth Librarian, Cyberpunk, and many more, your tea experience will be out of this world. Look for the blends at Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, located at 631 North Carrollton, or on Etsy at Viridian Tea Company. Try Viridian Tea Company today. Your taste buds will thank you.
When you're in need of pain relief, come to Need It Relief Massage Therapy. Kat is an experienced licensed massage therapist. Check out her website and book your session online now at massagetherapykm.com. Need It Relief Massage Therapy for some much needed relief.
Kasha's Bazaar has an unconventional inventory for the discerning geek collector. Comic book related collectibles, vintage New Orleans items, militaria, and plenty for your mundane friends. Kasha's Bazaar, 5727 Jefferson Highway, the Unflea Market.
This is Captain Kells, Tim Russ. You're listening to The Week in Geek, Fox Sports 1280.
Welcome back, New Orleans. You're listening to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is Brian Held with
D Squared.
All right, straight in the top there.
Yes.
This Week in Geek History.
Yeah, is that what it's called? This
Yes.
Week in Geek History. Let's do it.
This Week in Geek History.
We're sending you back to the future. Yes! Oh my gosh!
This Week in Geek History is brought to you by Five Stones Media. Find them on the net at fivestonesmedia.com. This Week in Geek History.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
Da-na-na, da-na-na.
All right.
All right. Yes, I'm super psyched about it.
All
Teach
right.
me. I want to learn.
December 12th, 1983. Dallos, the first ever anime original video animation, or OVA, is released.
Where? When? What?
So,
86, you said?
83.
Okay.
So back when VHS tapes were all the rage.
Yes, right after Betamax.
In Japan, they had all of these anime series that were going direct to video.
Oh, okay.
And they called them OVAs, or original video animation. It never hit broadcast.
Oh, all right. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, that makes sense. I mean,
so that was the first one.
it's kind of like Netflix, but for on video cassette.
Yeah, exactly.
Essentially. Yes.
Yeah.
See what I did there? All right, what's next?
Next, on December 13th, 1996. Starring Jack Nicholson, Lucas Haas, Annette Bening, Jim Brown, Pierce Bronson,
Oh, my God.
Sarah Jessica Parker, and a young pre-Star Wars Natalie Portman. It's
Oh, my God. Lucas Haas. I don't know.
Mars Attacks.
Damn. That was such a horrible movie. If you
Yeah.
said Jack Nicholson in like 5 different roles, because it wasn't like 3 different people.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. All right, I've got actually a couple more movies. You ready?
Okay, yeah.
December 14th, 1984. Directed by David Lynch, starring Kyle MacLachlan, Patrick Stewart, Sting, Max von Sydow, and Sean Young. It's...
Jesus, I have no clue.
Come on, Sting should have gave it away.
Dune?
Dune.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. I will kill him. I forgot Patrick Stewart was in it. I was so focused on Patrick Stewart when you
Yeah.
said that. I forgot he was in that.
Mood is for cows and lovemaking.
I'm not even touching that. Brian. I'm very confused right now.
All right, December 15th, 1974.
Jesus.
Starring Gene Wilder, Madeline Kahn, and Marty Feldman.
Is it The Jerk? It should be The Jerk.
Directed by Mel Brooks.
Oh, God. I don't know.
Young Frankenstein.
Frau Blucher.
There's a line in here on my notes, and I'm surprised that you don't. Yeah, right. Nice knockers.
No, I forgot about that.
There you go. All right.
It's such a great movie. You know, they had that on like constant replay over at the Dungeon down in the French Quarter?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah,
you ever been to the Dungeon?
I have been to the Dungeon, yes.
Well, good on you. You've lived life to its fullest.
December 16th, 1993. This one is a little weird one, all right? In the U.S., FAO Schwartz and Toys R Us stopped selling the digital pictures game The Night Trap. It's a video game for personal computers and the Sega Genesis in response to public complaints about violence contained in the game. And there was a joint Senate Judiciary and Government Affairs Committee about violence. And it was...
Is this what started it all?
Probably.
With those Mothers Against Gaming?
They referenced Mortal Kombat and Night Trap. In particular, the game contains a highly controversial full-motion scene in which a young girl in a nightgown is murdered.
Oh, my God.
During the hearings, the game is described as disgusting, shameful, sick, and ultra-violent.
Ultra-violent. Not just violent, it is ultra-violent. Well, it sounds like fun, good time. Well, let's go find a copy.
It probably pales in comparison to what's out now.
Yeah. All right, 2 minutes.
All right, December 18th, 2004. I snuck another geeky holiday in for you.
God, I hate you.
With patch 1.2, shortly after it's November, the first holiday celebration, the Feast of Wintervale, comes to World of Warcraft. And
I hope you're pleased with yourself. Are you happy, Brian?
I am.
Sure you
Look,
are.
many people, millions of people have played World of Warcraft.
Yes, but are they all celebrating these fictitious holidays you make up?
I'm sure, yeah.
No, they're not.
Yeah,
no one is.
They're having parties.
No, they're not.
You're just mad because you didn't get invited.
Yes, that's exactly it.
You ready for celebrity birthdays?
No, I'm not. What? Yes, let's just do it.
All right.
About a minute.
On the 12th, Bill Nighy.
The science guy?
No, that's Bill Nye. No, this is the guy
You can't pronounce names worth of crap. So.
I looked it up before I got on here. It's Underworld, Shaun of the Dead, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh, yeah. The dad.
Yeah, exactly. On the 13th, Steve Buscemi.
Yes.
There you go.
I just watched a god-awful movie he was in yesterday.
On the 14th, me.
What?
Yeah.
Local celebrity Brian Held?
Yeah.
You say it's your birthday.
On the 15th, Helen Slater. Her first role was Supergirl in 1984.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes. The Ballad of, what's her name? What was that movie? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
On the 16th, Anna Catherine Popplewell. She was Susan in The Chronicles of Narnia.
Nice.
And 17th, Bill Pullman. 17th, also Mila Jovovich. And on the 18th, Casper Van Dien.
Yes, Starship Troopers. Mm-hmm. All right, guys, been another exciting installment. Till next time, keep your nerd flag raised high.
GFL.
We are Fox Sports 1280 WODT New Orleans, an iHeart radio station.